Hello world, this is Bible Time Capsule. I'm Citizen. Shalom. We are in Leviticus chapter 27. Today is September 2nd, 2013. This is section 5 of Leviticus, entitled Redemption of Offerings. Chapter 27. First section reads, Redemption of Votive Offerings. I think this is the last chapter of Leviticus, chapter 27, section 5. Let's begin then. Chapter 27, Redemption of Votive Offerings. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when anyone fulfills a vow of offering one or more persons to the Lord, who are to be ransomed at a fixed sum of money, for persons between the ages of 20 and 60, the fixed sum in sanctuary shekels shall be 50 silver shekels for a man and 30 shekels for a woman. For persons between the ages of 5 and 20, the fixed sum shall be 20 shekels for a youth and 10 for a maiden. For persons between the ages of 1 month and 5 years, the fixed sum shall be 5 silver shekels for a boy and 3 for a girl. The persons of 60 or more, the fixed sum shall be 15 shekels for a man and 10 for a woman. However, if the one who took the vow is too poor to meet the fixed sum, the person shall be set before the priest, who shall determine the sum for his ransom in keeping with the means of the one who made the vow. If the offering vowed to the Lord is an animal that may be sacrificed, every such animal, when vowed to the Lord, becomes sacred. The offerer shall not present a substitute for it by exchanging either a better for a worse one or a worse for a better one. If he attempts to offer one animal in place of another, both the original and its substitute shall be treated as sacred. If the animal vowed to the Lord is unclean and therefore unfit for sacrifice, it must be set before the priest, who shall determine its value in keeping with its good and bad qualities, and the value set by the priest shall stand. If the offerer wishes to redeem the animal, he shall pay 1/5 more than this valuation. When someone dedicates his house as sacred to the Lord, the priest shall determine its value in keeping with its good and bad points, and the value set by the priest shall stand. If the one who dedicated his house wishes to redeem it, he shall pay 1/5 more than the price thus established, and then it will again be his. If the object which someone dedicated to the Lord is a piece of his hereditary land, its valuation shall be made according to the amount of seed required to sow it. The acreage sown with a homer, HOMOR, of barley seed being valued at 50 silver shekels. If the dedication of a field is made at the beginning of a jubilee period, the valuation shall hold. But if it is some time after this, the priest shall estimate its money value according to the number of years left until the next jubilee year, with a corresponding rebate on the valuation. If the one who dedicated his field wishes to redeem it, he shall pay 1/5 more than the price thus established and so reclaim it. If, instead of redeeming such a field, he sells it to someone else, it may no longer be redeemed. But at the Jubilee, it shall be released as sacred to the Lord. Like a field that is doomed, it shall become priestly property. If the field that some man dedicates to the Lord is one he had purchased and not a part of his hereditary property, the priest shall compute its value in proportion to the number of years until the next Jubilee. And on the same day, the price thus established shall be given as sacred to the Lord. At the Jubilee, however, the field shall revert to the hereditary owner of this land from whom it had been purchased. Every valuation shall be made according to the standard of sanctuary shekel. There are 20 gerahs to the shekel. Next section. Offerings not to be redeemed. Note that the firstborn animal, which as such already belongs to the Lord, may not be dedicated by vow to him. If it is an ox or a sheep, it shall be ceded to the Lord. But if it is an unclean animal, it may be redeemed by paying 1/5 more than its value. If it is not redeemed, it shall be sold at its fixed value. Note also that any one of his possession which a man vows is doomed to the Lord, whether it is human being or an animal or a hereditary field, shall be neither sold nor ransomed. Everything that is thus doomed becomes most sacred to the Lord. All human beings that are doomed lose the right to be redeemed. They must be put to death. All tithes of the land, whether in grain from the field or in fruit from the trees, belong to the Lord as sacred to him. If someone wishes to buy back any of his tithes, he shall pay 1/5 more than their value. The tithes of herd and the flock shall be determined by ceding to the Lord as sacred every 10th animal, as they are counted by the herdsman's rod. It shall not matter whether the good ones or the bad ones are thus chosen, and no exchange may be made. If any exchange is attempted, both the original animal and its substitute shall be treated as sacred without the right of being brought back. These are the commandments which the Lord gave Moses on Mount Sinai for the Israelites. That is the end of Leviticus. This is Bible Time Capsule. I'm Citizen. Be kind to one another and love each other. Peace. I'm out.